Monday and WVU Medicine Camden Clark. Live from our studios at One Television Plaza, this is WTAP News at 6.
2 people are killed when a small plane crashes into a Marietta, Ohio car dealership. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. 2 people are dead following a plane crash in Marietta, Ohio Thursday morning. The 2 victims have been identified by the Ohio State Highway Patrol. One of them is a Parkersburg resident. Our Alexa Griffey has been following this story all day today. On Tuesday, she joins us from Marietta now with more information. Alexa.
Good evening. I'm Alexa Griffey in Marietta, Ohio with an update on the plane crash that killed 2 people earlier this morning. The 2 victims have been identified. The first is 45-year-old Eric Severs of Parkersburg, West Virginia. The second is 49-year-old Timothy Gifford of Orient, Ohio. That came from a news release by the Ohio State Highway Patrol that came in just after 2 p.m. Lieutenant Nathan Dennis, who is the public information officer with the Ohio State Highway Patrol, held a news conference this morning to give us information on the crash. He said the call came in around 7:15 a.m. this morning. The plane crashed at the Pioneer Buick GMC parking lot. That's what you see behind me here. The Ohio Investigative Unit is here at the scene, along with the FAA. The NTSB is currently en route. Just to restate some of the facts from earlier, Lieutenant Dennis said the plane left John Glenn International Airport, which is in Columbus, Ohio. The plane was heading to the Ohio Valley Regional Airport. That information came from Bill Richardson, who was with the airport. Lieutenant Dennis said that no one on the ground or in the building was injured. I'll continue to update as more information becomes available. In Marietta, Ohio, I'm Alexa Griffey, WTAP News.
And that crash was this morning. And while the Ohio State Highway Patrol has released the names of the people that were killed, they have not identified yet who was the pilot and who was the passenger. You can watch video of the crash on WTAP.com. Turning to the weather, meteorologist Sarah Coleman joins us now with the first look at your forecast. Sarah.
Thank you, Phyllis. It's a pretty chilly day outside right now. The Jandil Skycam atop the Lafayette Hotel is showing 44 degrees outside, but what we're really going to want to look at is this feels like temperature. It feels like 38 outside. That is because the wind is out of the west at 13 miles per hour, making it feel a little chillier outside. Local temperatures were sitting in those low to mid 40s, Parkersburg 44 and Athens 42. So definitely if you step outside, you're going to want a jacket because coming into work, I was a little chilly stepping outside. Radar and satellites starting to show those showers move into the Mid-Ohio Valley, and we'll continue to see these overnight, as well as possibly a couple snow flurries mixed in. Our day planner starts off with those scattered showers as we move through the evening, as well as a mix of snow with that rain in the morning because temperatures are going to be around 36 degrees. As we move through the day, the wind's going to pick up a little bit once again, and it's just going to be a cloudy and windy kind of day. In my full forecast, I'll talk about how long the cold temperatures will stick around, but for now, back to you, Phyllis.
Thank you, Sarah. Dairy Queen in Marietta is helping out after the tragic plane crash this morning. Dairy Queen in Marietta, Ohio is offering free meals to all first responders that responded to the crash this morning. Workers at the Dairy Queen say they saw the plane go down. The assistant store lead wanted to give back to the people who responded to the call and for what first responders do every day. All you need to do is show your badge, ID, and you get a free meal on them.
Just because I was here in the morning at 7 a.m. and kind of saw all the trucks going by, and we've been involved in the community before. I figured they would be pretty appreciative of it because it was a pretty big and scary event for multiple people. I mean, people driving by, it definitely had an impact on the area, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I figured, the first responders, they just worked hard to get through that. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Yeah, they work so hard every day, and seeing them with such an interesting incident, you don't see that very much around here. So I know that can be really stressful and scary, and it can affect anyone, not just first responders, but they definitely see the impact the most.
The Dairy Queen workers said they have been able to serve a lot of first responders today, and they have been happy to help with a chance to show their appreciation for the hard work they did today. Dairy Queen will be open until 10 p.m. tonight. The Parkersburg Police Department has recently dealt with multiple threats that have targeted Wood County schools.